That's right. Yep, yep. You know what it is. Eagles way of boxing. There we go. That makes sure everything is just set right. Uh-oh. Where we at? We in the wrong spot. There we are. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know what it feel like there out there where y'all at right now, but we getting this 100-degree weather for some reason. You know, half a week or so, 4 days before summer, 5, 6 days before summer. And that's just coming off of being, not, I guess, mild weather. When it's in the 70s or something. California, I guess they consider that's mild, but dang, already about to get that heat, man. But anyway, I see you out there. King Louis said, salute the family. He said, no sound. Okay, yeah. I usually come in with no sound because they always cut, they cut it off anyway, so I don't know. YouTube is something else. Maybe they'll get better, though. But you sound good now. That's right. But anyway, salute the King. King Louis. Salute to ladies and gents, whoever's out there. I know a couple of people that's out there. I don't know if you got. Hey, you guys come in and say hi or whatever. Come in and say what's up. Don't be scared. Ain't nobody in there but Louis. That's all that's in there. Nobody but King Louis. Y'all scared of King Louis? Come on now. That's not even an intimidating name, man. King Louis. Y'all scared? Come on in. Drop down. Yeah, drop down that web. Just be decent. Just come in with the act right on. You know what I mean? When you come in, just come in with the act right on. And it would be good. Everything's good once you come in and we see that you got the act right on. Everything's straight. Yeah, everything is mellow, mellow, mellow. As long as you come in here right like that, yeah. But we're going to talk about it, King, and people. We're going to talk about it. It looks like we have a couple of hiders out there. I don't know. Now, I'm not going to get on anybody about this illness that's out there. You guys know what the illness is. I'm not going to go out there and complain about anybody who has that. But it seems like it's too far. It's just too widespread right now, and I just don't like that. I just don't like that. It's just way widespread. It's like, I don't know. Nobody's getting over it, and it's like it's gonna be a new thing. That's a new thing in life. It's just gonna be here for eternity now. They don't have no spray to kill it in the air and nothing like that. But then again, you got Lysol cans, and if you have an old can, say for instance that you have a can that's 2 or 3 years old. If you read on the back of that, it says it kills coronavirus. Say, wait a minute. They just invented it. Then that just came out. But it says it kills coronavirus on there, even if you got an older can. So why would it say that on the can before they came up with it? I don't know, man. It's just, I'm not into no conspiracy theories, but I'm into the truth. If it's on there, it's on there. If it's on there, it's on there. So what am I gonna say? Yeah. We got, we'll talk about some of these rankings too, though. I'm just gonna look at the ring. So the ring, the way they have the rankings and stuff, and I'm just gonna say that first of all, Cinnamon Bun is sitting there. Of course he's number one on ring, right? Well, he's the champ. Yeah, they got him as champ. He's the ring champ too. Ring super middleweight champion. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna read the list down because It says, because I'm reading, I'm not going to put this in my brain. I'm just going to pull it up. Benavidez number 1, Plant number 2, Smith number 3, Saunders number 4, and then Durrell number 5. And then from there it goes to Ryder, Lemieux, Jacobs, Chandanov, and Gongora, all the way down to 10. I know I got a problem with Cinnamon Bun, because you still got retired fighters coming back fighting, and you guys are not taking your position. You guys aren't taking your position to be the real face of boxing, and take it to the next level. You guys aren't doing that. You know what I mean? You guys are not doing that at all. Not even close. Not even close. And then for you to open your mouth, okay, hey, be safe out there, King. I know you're listening. Just be safe. But for you to run your mouth and act like somebody else wants payday. Okay, the truth be told, if you're talking about paydays, you haven't had a payday. You haven't had a big payday since you fought Floyd Mayweather. Name a purse that was bigger than when you fought Floyd Mayweather. Name one of your purses. Plus, all your money is hidden in secrecy, because usually they'll put all that stuff out there when there's a certain amount of money. And Floyd's still talking about his money. He talking about an exhibition fight for 8 rounds and made $100 million. And you guys, come on, stop it. It's either you're not getting paid and you pretending like you're getting paid, and at the same time, or either you just don't want to fight nobody. Y'all making up excuses. I'm not saying that some of these excuses ain't legitimate. Maybe you did have a mental breakdown or whatever, anxiety or something like that. Talking about Ryan Garcia. Salute to D-Lo 404. You know what I mean? So maybe you did. Maybe you did have a breakdown. And maybe Lopez and all these basketball players and football players, maybe you guys are coming down. You guys are healthy and young. You're coming down with corona. Maybe that's the truth. But it damn sure is a distraction. I know that. It's a distraction. And y'all got us feeling a certain way about it. All of us ain't comfortable with it. Because we're fans of boxing. We want to see fights. That's what we're trying to see. We're trying to see fights. And the only way we can see fights, if the fighters fight. We're not going to see fights if you guys don't fight. If you always got some kind of excuse. You'll never fight this fighter because of this. Come on. We need to see some diversity. We need to see diversity in our boxing action. So we're going to need to see, Canelo, we need to see you step up, and we need to see you fight like a good boxer. Not just a boxer, but we want to see you fight a fighter that's defensive, a boxer puncher, defensive guy. We want to see you fight Charlo. We want to see you in there with somebody else, man. You're daring to be great. You're stepping up and you're fighting. And a lot of people are saying that you're fighting like a European tour. You're not making it seem like that's not the case. If you start looking at I'm not interested in people's resume, but if you start looking at it, and you start looking at who Canelo's fought, we need somebody to just step up and just fight somebody. Yeah, I was just thinking about one of the great middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweights that moved all the way up from middleweight all the way up to heavyweight, and that's James Toney. James Lights Out Toney fought everybody. Now, if you want to talk about that he's not a Hall of Famer yet, come on. If you want to talk about somebody who wanted all the smoke, then he wanted all the smoke. Because it wasn't nobody he was going to duck. He was going to fight. I'm fighting everybody. I don't care. He would have fought Mike Tyson, and probably would. And matter of fact, I would have gave him the W. He probably would have won. And that's not because that has nothing to do with triangle theory. It's just that I don't know if Tyson would have been able to deal with that great that shoulder roll. Tyson would have he would have been getting countered and stuff. He would have been getting caught. I think it would have been a perfect matchup for James Toney. Not because of punching power. Everybody think that he would have got knocked out. He never been out. Tyson has been out, but he was never out. But I'm saying this, the inside, he would have been, after a while, he was quick too. I don't think he was slow. So timing, that would have been the key. But we can always say ifs, ands, buts, or we can always talk about a lot of people say hypotheticals and stuff. Yeah. Hypothetically, I could be stronger than my great grandfather. But in reality, no. No. And that was old school, you know what I mean? So I could train as much as I want to, but that was just a different kind of power. And they're trying to make it seem like, just the opposite of what I already know. That I inherited some strength and power and stuff, but nah. I would have been like a little rag doll if my grandfather would have grabbed me. I would have still been, even grown, I would have still been like a little rag doll. Like, okay, whatever you say, sir. Like that. Okay, here we go. I love it, D-Lo. I see you down. I knew it was coming. D-Lo 404 said Tony didn't fight Hopkins. He said Hopkins was full of bitch assness. Well, let's take that into 2021. And I'm not talking, so we're talking about James Toney, but let's take the last part. Let's take the adjective. Matter of fact, I don't know. Let me know what that is. See, this is a good question for D-Lo. Now, see, D-Lo, you're going to get in trouble. Now, Eagle got you in here, and yes, you got off early, because I know that you be sneaking. So now, so salute to D to the Betty off in here. I think he came in, yeah, right there. So what you're saying, bitch assness, is that an adjective, or is it a verb? Or is it both? And if so, could you please use, can somebody use bitch assness in a sentence? Yeah, Hopkins full of bitch assness. Okay, so this is where we're going though, is that what happens with certain fighters, even if they the baddest man. Now, we got Hopkins in our top, he's in our top 5 for, middleweights. But does that give it a black eye? Does it give it a black eye when you got fighters that's full of bitch assness when it comes to certain fighters? I'll give you another example of somebody that's around in that weight class, and that was Mike McCallum. So you got 4 fighters that didn't fight him. They could have fought him. And he said that they didn't want to fight him. You got Roberto Duran, those fabulous 4. You got Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, and Marvin Hagler. None of them wanted to fight him. Why was that? You couldn't get clean shots off on him, but he was damn sure going to hit you back. He was going to get those things off on you. You see? He's gonna get those things off on you. And speaking about them, I did finish the 4 Kings. And one thing I want to bring out is they didn't cover this a lot, D to the Bailey, because I know you watched it, and a lot of people that might know this. But champions back then, like if you was a champion from Puerto Rico, well, these small countries, especially these small Latin countries, maybe some Asian countries like Japan and China, stuff like that. That it was big deals in the prior to 2000, and sometimes after 2000. But prior to that, it was big deal if you won. Duran won, and he owned the country. He owned Panama when he went over there. I mean, chilling with the president and everything else. But a lot of people they disrespect him and they downplay him on the fact that he went to the no mas. But you got to understand that he was very street. Duran was very street, very hood, extra more hood than a lot of people might have thought he was, and he did a lot of things to damage himself before fights a lot of times. And if you was able to sit down and talk to him, he'll probably tell you. You probably start laughing. So when he said no mas, he just wasn't feeling it. He just wasn't feeling. He was feeling weak. Same thing would happen, Derek Bay, about when he lost to Tommy Hearns. It just now I think Tommy Hearns would have still beat him for sure. I don't know about Sugar Ray, but Tommy Hearns would have definitely beat him, no matter if he was strong or not, because of the style matchup. And a lot of times fighters think, "Oh, you wasn't gonna beat me." But I'm gonna tell you something. It takes a big man to stop in the ring, knowing that you about to go back home to hate. They wanted to kill Duran when he got back. As you can see, what the story was, the story in Four Kings was he had to walk. The only way he can come out the house is he had a pet lion. I mean, it was a grown male lion. And that's the only way he can come out the house. He had to walk his lion in order to come out of his own house. And this is a boxing champ. Like I said before, boxing is a sport. It's one thing. Being a killer is completely different. Or being somebody that's going to take that ass whooping is completely different. Boxing is a sport. Y'all got to still remember that. Still remember the sport. But if you're scared in your own sport, if you're making up all kinds of excuses, you're just making up every excuse you can not to fight. You see? Yeah, we got a problem with that. And that's a lot different than saying no mas. But if you full of bitch assness, hey, what we gonna do about that? We can't do nothing. All we can do is call you on it. Y'all Sir Hussein up in here, man. Salute to y'all Sir Hussein. I see you out there. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce y'all Sir Hussein to you. That's our UK brother over there. He comes through. Let me see. Yeah, the bitch assness. Yeah, the Derek Bailey says salute to Eagles Web. Derek Bailey again. Facts at D-Lo 404. He says salute. Derek Bailey at salute at King Louis 2 Boxing and D-Lo 404 Boxing. He said, yeah, I'm off early. I took my son to get his cast off today. Okay, that's what's up though. Make sure you get that good stretching in and stuff. Still got the rehab. Once you get them casts off, you got to get that mobility back, that flexing and everything else in there. Yeah. D-Lo 404 said, you see how Ryan and T.O. be moving? I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but it reeks of bitch assness. And that's what I'm saying too. You fighters, I didn't know if I was going to have an opportunity to use one of our favorite words now, which is bitch assness. I didn't know if I was going to get a chance to use that word again, but D-Lo brings it out. Is that we're not accusing nobody because we don't know shit. We ain't accusing nobody of nothing. Marlo's Corner up in the house, y'all. Salute to Marlo's Corner. Now, we're not going to charge anybody with anything. We're not saying anything bad about none of y'all. You know what I mean? We're not going to say nothing bad about none of you. As far as we're not going to make it seem like it's a fact. But if you suffering from bitch assness, that's what you suffering from. I don't like to really, I don't like to come out and say stuff like that. But if that's what you're suffering from, that's what you're suffering from. And we're not trying to make it feel like, we're against you or nothing like that. Because first of all, as being a boxing fan, a real boxing fan, is we want to see fights. And we can't see fights if you're coming up with all kinds of excuses. If you're having mental breakdowns and stuff. And how old are you? 21 years old, something like that? And you're having mental breakdowns and shit. Come on now. Get out there and fight, man. And you're not going to be able to compare yourself with these fighters from the past. Because these fighters was actually from the ghetto. These fighters was actually from the hood. And see, we never even look at it like that. Is it the struggle of these fighters, man? Let's take one step back, folks. Just for a second. Let's just take a step back. Let's check this out. What kind of environment did Joe Louis come from? Go to another Joe. What kind of environment did Joe Frazier come from? Okay, let's step it up. What kind of environment did Marvin Hagler come from? Marvelous Marvin Hagler. What kind of environment did he come from? What kind of environment did Sugar Ray Leonard come from? What kind of environment did Tommy Hearns come from? What kind of environment did Roberto Duran come from? What kind of environment did Jack Johnson come from? I'm all over the place, but I'm asking about environments. What was their life like? How did they grow up? Were they spoon fed with silver spoon and all that? Now you got the luxury. You know what is silver spooning everybody today? Is this damn social media. OnlyFans and all this shit. That is what's spoon feeding them and keeping them complacent. Like, my fans don't want to see me. They don't want to see my old goal. Well, your old is probably going to go. We need to see your old goal. None of you, all of you are not retiring. I said all, but none of you are retiring. Not all of you are retiring with an O. Matter of fact, you're probably not going to retire. Canelo, you're already not going to retire with an O. And you're the face of men's boxing so far. Yeah, but let me catch up with y'all a little bit. Yeah, but y'all, sir, said salute, Eagle. Yeah, oh yeah, okay, let's go back up. You see, okay, yeah, that's right, D-Lo, the real body snatcher there. That was the real body. That was before Earl Spence. Y'all, sir, said salute, Eagle. And then Derek said, yeah, he was. And then D-Lo 404 is at Derek Bailey salute. Derek Bailey is salute at Yasser Hussein. This all y'all know. And then Derek Bailey said, yeah, I was laughing listening to Duran tell his story. Yeah, Duran Duran, you would probably like him. I told you that's one of my favorite fighters. But a lot of people don't like him. I'm just saying, man, y'all just don't know. Duran is funny, man. It's only because I had like inside stories from people that knew him. You know what I mean? I had inside stories, so you can't help but you like somebody like that, man. You somebody who could have died at any moment growing up. Come on, man. He had to have fun. You're gonna go out and have fun and do stuff. He was telling a story about the females and stuff. I know that's what, but some of his stories he was like cracking. He cracked me up. Even on his knockout, when Tommy Hearns beat him, he said he was just thinking about 2 women he was with. Yeah, that's what those 2 women will cost you. Cost your ass getting knocked out. He said the weight loss, because he had to do a lot of weight loss, man. Probably lose 50 pounds for the fight. But anyway, Derek Bailey down there. Oh, yeah, y'all, sir. D-Lo 404 salutes you out. And y'all, sir, he salute fam at Derek Bailey and at King Louis 2 Boxing and at D-Lo 404. Yeah. But Derek Bailey said, Duran said he won the belt and said, this is for you, meaning the people of Panama. That's it. He said they thought he was talking about his nuts. So they started cursing Duran out. Yep. Yeah, this is for you. Yep. Oh, yeah, I remember when he did that. I remember that little posture he made, too, when he did that. Yeah, Marlo's Corner at Eagles Web, salute. And then Marlo's Corner again, salute to all the fam in the chat. Yeah, salute at Marlo's Corner from Derek Bailey. And then again, the Yasser Hussein says salute fam at Marlo's Corner. Marlo's Corner salute. God dang. Salute at Marlo's Corner from Yasser Hussein. And then Marlo's Corner salute at Derek Bailey. Salute, bro. And then D-Lo 404, so salute at Marlo and Marlo's Corner at Yasser Hussein. Marlo's Corner again at D-Lo, salute, bro. And then D-Lo is back with the knowledge. He said, hey, we all have our ailments and hang-ups. Some people happen to suffer from bitch-assness. That's it. You go to the doctor, and the doctor is he's analyzing you and stuff, doing his prognosis. Look, let me see what's going on with you. He's doing checkup and stuff. He said, I can't really find nothing wrong with you, Ryan. So you might want to go over here and see the psychiatrist. And so the psychiatrist is going through the mental things and checking them out. This is just an Eagle story that he's making up. So don't get mad, don't hate. So checking them out, asking him a bunch of questions. You feel sad any more than you usually feel, and this and that. So he goes through the whole process. He said, well, I can't really find nothing wrong with you. I think you're suffering. He gives them, he has the sheet, so he gives them the diagnosis and stuff, and it's all clean, but he has a big stamp. And he said, I think you just suffering. He comes down with the stamp like this, and he just goes like that to the paper, and it puts a big red bitch-assness. I think you just suffering from bitch-assness. And that's what we got. I guess that's what we're going to have to go to. Yeah, everybody gets sick and tired and everything else. Yeah, there's a, a Garanimal over in the UK who calls himself the Can Man and the Body Snatch. Unfortunately, he too suffers from with bitch assness. Yeah, there you go. You got a lot. You got those over there. And see, and this is for Yasser Hussein. See, Yasser Hussein, I was like being pretty. I was gonna be hard on UK fighters, a lot harder than I am. I was gonna be a lot harder, but I couldn't because you guys came back and got that good. You guys came back and got a good win. Oh, you know, over there in the English area, you guys came back and got a good win. So you guys was just about to get right off. I was about to write you guys your fighters. I was about to put you guys in a whole nother category. I'm not gonna say it was a bitch assness category, but I was gonna put you guys in a category to you guys need to just have your own championships and everything else. Just fight alone in your own corner. Now, I'm about 60% against what I said, but that shit can drop right back down based on what Anthony Joshua does, based on what Dubois does, based on what Tyson Fury does, based on what Dylan White does. I'm not worried about Joe Joyce. I'm not worried about Derek Chisora. But a few of them I'm kind of still worried about because you guys still might need a league of your own. And that's not necessarily a good thing to have a league of your own if you're suffering, if you got a bunch of fighters that's suffering from bitch assness. Oh no, that word just ends up coming back up in equals with. That shit's crazy. D-Lo 4. But yeah, Mike McCallum was the original body snatcher. But you guys have to understand that in this game, there's players and then there's playees also. And as fans, we're being played. Because it's not like we don't know that we have to spend the money. And you wonder why these pay-per-views are going down like $49. What, really? $49, $39, whatever. Pay-per-views don't usually play around like that. Pay-per-view is usually at least $79. But now they got to give discounts to get everybody in there. They got to try to give discounts to get people to watch. Why? Is it because hashtag BAN? I'll just use that. Hashtag BAN. Is it because of that? And that's D-Lo. I'm not going to say the whole word out. I'm trying to keep myself from saying it because I might end up dying laughing. But anyway, is it because of that? Or what is it? It's something we got to discover. It's something that's missing, man. There's something that's missing in our boxing right now. There's something. And yes, I put that. Yeah, yes, the title says scared. I'm scared. I don't know. Is it 100%? Does anybody put up a one if you think that some fighters really are scared, and we're saving them by saying that no fighter fears another fighter or scared of another fighter? Matter of fact, I heard Sugar Ray Leonard say that he was even a little bit scared when it came to Duran, when it came to Hearns, when it came to Marvelous. But what is it? What is it that made Sugar Ray Leonard able to fight through and beat somebody like Marvin Hagler? What was it? What is it? Is that the ingredient? D-Lo put up a one quick. D-Lo 404 said, yeah, if somebody's suffering from fear, is that the ingredient that they're missing? Because remember, if you go step by step with what our conversation was, is I asked you guys this. I asked you, what kind of environment did these past champs come from? Did Roberto Duran come from a place where you can hashtag be a BAN? Or where you can suffer from BAN? Huh? Is there? What about Marvin Hagler? Did he come from a place where you could suffer from BAN-ness? And if you don't know what BAN this is, you guys in the chat, write to D-Lo 404 and ask him what is BAN this. Just ask him what BAN is, and he'll let you know. Because I don't want to have to keep covering it. Because I actually heard like this is what a lot of the greats, even if you go way back, to Bo, Jack, he said even his mom raised him like that. His mom said he came home and he had took a defeat on the street. This fight, he got beat up. His mom took him back to where the boy was and said, "You better go put hands on him." And I'm not saying that we're not in that same. I'm not promoting any of that. But what I'm saying is that environment. His mom said that either he put hands on the kid or his mom was gonna put hands on him, and he went back and got that work in. And I think I'm trying not to. So I'm not to. I don't want to send it to the wrong source, but I believe it was a interview that they did. It was an older show. I don't even know if it was a cable show or nothing like that. But I'm thinking it was on a ABC special or something like that. We probably find it like that. But these guys were told, and he would say that, this is what he said. He said that I have to get, you have to kill me. More or less, that's what a lot of fighters said, you got to kill me. Ali said fighting Frazier was the closest thing to death ever that he felt. And see, this is what happens to the fighters that fought around that era. This coming right after Muhammad Ali, is that they knew I might have to fight to the death. I might have to fight your ass until we might just have to be throwing. You know how they show those old school movies where the fighters throwing one punch, and then the other guys hitting them, and they just holding on, just throwing until one of them just drop. We're not getting that knockdown, drag out. I really do got the balls to do this. We're just not getting this. We're getting a lot of talk. I mean, even we had what's his name, Noriega. Even we had what's it called? That's his name, Noriega, right? The crazy guy that kept wanting to fight Shane Mosley. Even he, would put his chin out like he hit me again or whatever. I mean that machismo. I mean he was a nut, but hey, he was good for boxing because that's what we expect. We expect fighters to do crazy shit like that. Yeah, we expect that. These fighters aren't making themselves mad enough. One of the techniques that Marvin Hagler used to use was make himself mad by denying himself of his wife and kids and family and everybody else. Make himself mad. He would get madder at you like, oh, I gotta suffer. See, right now, the reason these champs, it's easier to beat them or they'll lose is because they're around family and just having fun and all this shit. They lose focus. They ain't angry enough. Or they not dedicated enough. Like, I gotta eat. Man, F that. I gotta train because I gotta eat. Yeah, Mayorga, yeah. Mayorga, yeah. I said Noriega. I made up a name. Anyway, it's called Noriega. I had named so many fighters like, dang, this. But good looking, my brothers look out for me. They ain't gonna let me say something wrong. yeah. But D-Lo 404 again. Let me read it out. He said there's a. Okay, I read that one. He's talking about the Garantum overseas. But D-Lo put up the one, and then Derek Beatty said something. Hey, can we get a pinpoint, Derek Beatty? Yeah, I think if Leonard and Hagler fought earlier, Ray may not have won. Yep. Yeah, Hagler was slowing down. No, that's the only thing that happened to Hagler is Hagler slowed down. You still couldn't hurt him. That's my whole point is that you couldn't really hurt Hagler, so you was in trouble when you fought Hagler because you couldn't hurt him. Let's think about that. You got somebody that's going to fight you that you ain't going to hurt. I don't even think Hagler ever got hurt even by a body shot. I think he got tagged as hard as he could by Antiferma one time, and he still shook it off. It was like, God dang. And Tommy Hearns, he just like ran at Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns could have beat him. He could have outboxed him. Yeah, Marvin Hagler wasn't having that because Tommy was long and he was a good boxer. And one thing that Manny does, those left-handed fighters do it. I think it's a thing that left-hand fighters do. A lot of times, left-hand fighters, they're so used to fighting orthodox fighters that a lot of times they jump. But Marvin Hagler he was fast with that shit. He could jump and hit you. Pacquiao might jump and get his ass knocked out. But I hope he takes that out of his repertoire when he fights Earl Spence, because he's gonna jump and get caught. He's gonna get caught because he's gonna be too close already. Because Earl's left-handed too, southpaw. But Earl might switch on him. You never know. I don't know. Yeah, Mayorga. Yeah, Mayorga is crazy. He said, yeah, Hagler was about pain and suffering, running 15 miles every day. Yeah. Derek Brady put that one up there. Yeah, okay. So you guys really don't have it, huh? I told you. See? And we bought... See, I bring this up, Derek Brady. That's why I told you that... I said Marvin Hagler came to the ring with a helmet on. A naturally made helmet. And we did that whole show about that. Well, the whole show wasn't about it, but we was just talking about middleweights that time when I did the breakdown on, greats of the past and stuff, the middleweights, and I did that. And also I talked about them again when we was just doing our greatest champions. Our top, when we did our top 3, everybody had their vote on there. I know Sugar Ray was in there. Yeah, we chose who was the best of all times, though. Sugar Ray always he's gonna get the nod on something like that. But Hagler coming in, think about it. If you know that, I mean, this natural, but somebody has a natural helmet. But in your head, if you knew that coming into a fight, you knew that. It's like you're looking across the ring, but you see somebody, you don't have a helmet on, but you're looking at them. You're imagining, hey, this guy got a helmet on. That's not fair. But if they knew that, would they have targeted Marvin Hagler's head so much? Would they even have worried about like facial shots? And see, I think that's one reason that the McCallum fight never happened too, though, because McCallum was not going to concentrate on your head. He's going to concentrate on that body. And anybody who ever fought or got hit in the body know how much more pain you have from getting hit in the body than you do in the head. If you get hit right in the body, I mean, everything hurts. You get hit right in the head, you might just be woozy a little bit, but you get hit right in the body, that midsection hurts, your legs hurt, your feet hurt, your arms, it hurt to breathe. Everything hurts. Your neck hurt, everything hurts. The only thing that don't hurt, well, it still resonates up to your head, but your head might not hurt, but everything else hurt. From the right body shot. You seen people take body shots and they sit on the floor heaving. One of my native brothers, when we fought Roy Jones, and he took that body shot. Virgil Hill. He took that body shot. You ain't never seen him react like that. He ain't never really been down like that. And he was holding his side and like, oh Lord, he was doing the oh Lord. Oh Lord. Lord. You know how these fighters do the oh Lord sometimes? Some of the old Lord fighters they crack me up, man. Not even the old school, but sometimes you get some old Lord fighters right now, the ones that go oh Lord when they hit the oh Lord, oh my goodness, I can't believe that body shot. Tank Davis has some body shot wins like that. Canelo got some. I'm not throwing him underneath the bus. Earl Spence got some. A lot of fighters have some. But that's the thrill of victory right there. When you get somebody in the body, man, no, y'all stop all that head hunting. Y'all always trying to check people's chin, and you don't have a chin. You doing all this chin checking. And see, I think the whole thing with Ryan is he lost some of his confidence for getting knocked down. This is my opinion. I think you lost a lot of confidence from getting knocked down because you think you was, I'm kind of invincible. I'm good with these. Because you was always showing off your hand speed. Oh, I'm good with those. Ain't nobody got no kind of speed like that. Look at that speed. You know, you was showing all that. But a lot of you fighters always showing speed on bags and stuff. Who cares? Because when we see the transformation, when we're looking at it, we're not looking at that in the rings. Like, wait a minute, he was so fast on the bag and shit. How come them combinations ain't going off on this guy? Same thing with Mayweather and all that. Mayweather throwing one shot, or these fighters throwing 1-2 shots, and you're like, wait a minute. I like them. What about them combinations on the mitts? They, you know, they doing like 15-piece combinations on the mitts. Pop, 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 pop. And you get in the ring, you throwing one punch. Get the hell out of here, man. Nobody give a damn about you throwing one punch and you done threw all them combinations. Oh, his combinations look good. So, I'm cautioning you, so don't get so excited when you see somebody, oh, they working off the combinations good. Okay. I'm more excited for somebody who's working off a 5-piece or less combination in the gym. Because that's basic. Okay, just 5. You got these 20-piece combinations going, and then in the fight, you barely getting off a 2-piece. Like, get your ass out of here. You can't even get off a 2-piece. You showing us all that. You showing us these 20 pieces, and you can't even get off a damn, you can't even get off a 2-piece. Tell them what to do, Derek, baby. Or somebody tell them what to do, man. If you in blue in here, you tell them what to do. Y'all know what to do. But I appreciate Marlo coming through and saying hi to y'all, man. He probably busy doing something. Yeah, but Marlo came through and gave some Eagles some prop. I go see them brothers, man. Y'all check out Marlo. Y'all check out D-Lo. Y'all check out Derek. Y'all check each other out, man. Just go to each other's page and see what y'all got. If you got something, if you see they got something, man, y'all subscribe to them. Matter of fact, if you came in and you don't like me, but you're not going, you're not one of my phantom trolls, still go see this, subscribe. Go see D-Lo. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Go check out and see what he got. Good brother. Like I said, we're about the people. And if you're going to be about the people, then be about the people, man. Because if you're going to be about the people, then, network with the people. That's my biggest advice, man. Because if you're not going to be able to build and you're not going to be able to have, like, if your community if say, for instance, your community is broken down, then just network with somebody else. Say, I'm still supporting those people that I know. And those people that would support me, I'm still supporting them, even if my hood is going to hell. And I'm not going to throw none of the corporations under the bus or nothing like that. But I do have some sneakers. I got some sneakers too. I just worked on them, but I got to get some female sneakers. I'm gonna show them I'll show them to you guys. Yeah, so Eagle got his own. Eagle has his own brand of sneakers. I got my own brand of sneakers, man. I gotta work now. Guys can wear them. Guys can wear them, but they only go up to size 12. Yeah, because they're more or less unisex. You know what I mean? But 12 for female is like, that's not big enough for a guy with big feet. 12 for female is like, that's probably like a 10, something like that. A 10 regular, something like that. But you'll like them. I'm going to put them up. Y'all going to be, oh man, Eagle, I need to get some of those. But I got to find somebody who's actually can do them for me. So they won't be, I don't want to charge like $150 for them or nothing like that. Try to keep the cost below 80. But I got to find somebody who can make them the way I want to. I'm coming up with more and more stuff though. I know you guys follow me on boxing, yeah, but I do other things. I have to now. I got to even do more because my advertising is not doing. It's not. Everything is like 300 miles away from me, and I'm like something like that. I'm not driving 300 miles. Do I get paid? Yes. If I'm not driving 300 miles, because guess what? That's one way. So 300 miles one way and then 300 miles back. How long does it take to drive 300 miles? So let's say, for instance, I start work at 11. That means I have to start driving probably like 5 to be safe. So 5 a.m. to like, let's say for instance like 10:45, 10:30, 10:30. We'll say 10:30. Get where I need to go. And I have to relax a little bit before I stretch out, relax, change clothes, set up, then work for maybe do a special for like 6 hours, 4 hours or 6 hours. Guess what? So now it's, what is it? 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And so then I get home at 5. I get home about 11 o'clock at night. That's a long ass day, man. And with the driving, anytime you drive over 2 hours, it's almost like working two. It's like working, especially if you're going to work. It's like working 2 shifts. 2 hours of driving is, for me, is equivalent of 8 hours of work. Because of the concentration. Oh shit! I almost got hit. This, all that, and then the time. At least 2 to 3, something like that. 2 or 3 hours, something like that. Yeah. But even with me, a lot of times I do speed. So I'm not telling y'all the speed, but I'm just a fast driver. I think y'all rode with me in the car before, at least on live. I've done videos where y'all told me to slow down. Y'all was like, Eagle, you doing too much. Because I accidentally had I wasn't trying to show. I mean, the speedometer is right there. You guys' face. What is Eagle doing? People were going by me. I'm going 85, and people were going by me. So, was Eagle the one that was really speeding? Yeah. Yeah, but Derek Bailey said it. Yeah, definitely did. That Hagler was definitely about that pain. Hagler broke Hearn's hand with his head. Yep, that helmet. He broke his hand with his head. First round, he went over to the corner and told Manny, hey, my hand is broke. You can't throw it no more. So you cannot fight Marvin Hagler with one hand. At least 2 hands, Hearns could. Manuel would have settled him down. I think if his hand wasn't broke, Manuel would have settled him down and just had him, just keep him off you. Let him jump. He's gonna be jumping, because you got to realize the southpaw is further away from you anyway. He's further away, so and then with Hearns you got to leap in even more. Hearns, I just told Hearns, pull out every trick in the book. This box, hold, grab, hold. Throw his ass this way or that way. Let him push you off. Let him just lean on him. Let him push you off. That's the best way. Best way is keep him on the outside of that jab. Don't let him leap in. And angles. Turn this way. Turn that way. Turn this way. Turn that way. Lay your body on him. Let him do all the work by pushing you off. So I'm laying on me, pushing me off. That's good. I want it to be off. More jab. Combination. Boom, boom, boom. Up and down. Change your look. Change your look every round. Change your look. Change your look. Change your look. If you fighters are that versatile like you say you are, you're supposed to be able to change your look every round. Don't let nobody get comfortable with you. Once a fighter gets comfortable with you, you're going to lose. So I'm asking also for more action from you fighters, or you ones that's so versatile, that we didn't get to see your A, B, C, D, E, F, G game. Let's see it. Because it does no good if you leave it all in the gym. If you got A plan all the way up to a Z plan, how come we can't see your A game, or not your A? How come we can't see your F, your P, and maybe your S game? How come we can't at least see those? Because then, if we don't never see none of them, then we think it's just conversation, and we think you're just trying to trick us. You're full of shit. Yep. Derek Bay said, look at the Leonard versus Hagler fight when Ray tried to hit Hagler hard. His head never snapped. Nope. that damn helmet. Yeah, body shot pain is different, and it stay with you. Yeah. Oh yeah, body shot pain. You actually remember that. Even if you took a knockout, you don't remember shit. But that body shot, you always see. That's why you could talk about a body shot. Like, I still remember that shit. If you remember your body shot, it'll start making you heave right now. Like, oh shit. This thing about the hardest body shot you ever took. That shit will make you lose your air right now. You be heaving like, you'll be like Rosario. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, Eagle stupid. Yeah, it's way different. Dilo 404 said, Virgil did the, oh my lamb. Oh, he said, oh my lamb, yeah. But they be like, oh my Lord, oh my God, oh man. I didn't train. I didn't train for this. And you can't train for body. So I'm just letting you know, just in case y'all know, the old school or the medicine bag. Yeah, it helps. It helps. You either can take a body shot or you can't. If you can't take a body shot, there's no way to train you to take a body shot if you can't take it. Some fighters are blessed to be able to take body shots. When we think they're getting gutted, they can actually take them. I used to sit like this in the ring. I used to cross my arms like that and I used to just take body shots. But I could take them, but there's a certain body shot that, if you hit somebody with a good solar plexus shot right underneath the liver, right there on the right side. If you hit somebody there, there's about 3 spots. On the opposite side, right in the middle, there's 3 points in the front, and then there's 2 on the side because you're not really supposed to hit in the back. Like the kidney shots, you're not supposed to hit them there. You can hit them like on the side, but that's kind of like you're so close to the back that that's a devastating shot too. So what happens with the proper liver shot? You see, you got your liver, right? So this is what they say. Okay, it's kind of graphic, but what happens with the liver when you hit it? You ever see like a balloon when it busts, you got water in it? That's what happens. It's like the blood makes like it's a blood splatter, and so it confuses everything because all the nerves and stuff in there, but it just confuses. What happens? Your body don't know how to react. Like, oh shit, got blood in here. I got to get this blood out and all that. That's just some of the stories they tell about the liver shot. But I think it's more not the liver. I think it's the diaphragm is what I really think is the worst part of it. Is the diaphragm is knocked out of whack, in which that controls breathing. And anytime you don't breathe when you want to breathe, you're in trouble. Like, I can't breathe right now. I want to. Anytime you want to breathe but you can't, you're in pretty much some trouble right there. Yeah. Derek Bay said, "Get your ass out there and fight." That's right. Get your ass out there and fight. I told Derek Bay what to tell y'all. Get your ass out there and fight. Derek Bay said 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, but to go 300 miles, it take longer than that. If you got to be on that flight. Yeah, in that Cali traffic. Yep. But yeah, you got to so it's like a relaxation. Yeah, 2 or 3 hours of driving is like I said, I add that for me. That seems like I got to double that shit. That's like 2 or 3 hours. You got to multiply that times 3. At least 2 at the minimum. You multiply that much driving time by how tired you are by 2 or 3. And yes, you're a driver. That's all you do. Probably don't get tired. Because they doing shit on the road. They don't even remember going past certain shit. They doing so much shit, they ain't even thinking about it. They concentrating on the road in them trucks. They drinking coffee. They probably chatting with friends and everything else. It's just relaxation to them. Yeah. They just go to a truck stop so they can stand up. They ain't trying to go lay down over there. So what we covered, where you come from might be killing these fighters, and they suffering from the bans. And you guys never told me if it was a verb or an adjective, but that's fine. I think I can figure that one out. I just like to have fun with y'all, and I just thought maybe somebody would put it down. Yeah, let me put this down. That's an adjective. You can use it as a verb, but yeah, if you suffering, then also you're making your fans suffer. And speaking of suffering, man, it's hot here today, man. Already, it's not even summer, man. We're already up to 100 degrees, man. It's 100 degrees right now. Believe that? 100 damn degrees. Like, really? How you just put us up to 100 like that? This early, man. We just barely getting into May. We got 4 days before summer. And it's not even red. They just got the yellow out there. But let me just tell this because everybody knows that, okay, Mike Tyson is retired. Okay, I give it to that. I give it that. He's retired, but he still ain't no kid. He's nothing to play with. You know what I mean? And he don't really suffer. I'm not gonna say he suffered from the bans, but when you got somebody, a YouTuber, that's saying that people, he said that you can't tell me I cannot beat Mike Tyson. I'm like, dude, Mayweather is a lot different. He went easier on you, and plus you was falling over and holding and everything else. But I tell you what, you might be faster than, you might have better reflexes right now than Mike Tyson. I'm not sure. But the reality check that will happen, once Mike Tyson hits you, it's going to be something completely different. It's going to be completely different. You know, you're going to be like wondering, how the hell did you get yourself into that? You see what I mean? That's what you're going to be wondering. So I would suggest that, I mean, Mike Tyson will probably fight you. You know, because I'm quite sure that money would be even more for something like that. If you made 10, whatever, for Floyd, Mike Tyson, he's going to make 50. Mike Tyson going to make 50. You might make 15, but you're going to need that 15 probably for the rest of your life. And you're going to burn through that pretty quick because of those medical bills. You're going to end up being on oxygen or something, man. Don't let Mike gonna crack something on you that ain't going to never heal right. Just leave that alone. And why are we having that as part of the conversation? Same thing. Because you fighters are suffering from what my brother D-Lo calls bitch assness. In which that is something that we got from James Toney. If you suffering like that, then other people can see it, and then they'll want to fight too. That's why you got basketball players fighting. Everybody fighting. Did anybody? Hey, did any of you guys catch the? Did anybody catch that Lamar Odom fight? Hey, put up a one if y'all catch that. If y'all caught that. Matter of fact, you can show the tears if it had you dying laughing. You can show the tears too. Let me see what we got. Yep. That's right. Derek Bay said heat wave out west. He said Arizona really catching. I know. I heard from my family. I got family live there. Yep. Matter of fact, I'm on one of their plans and stuff, so I actually have an Arizona number. My telephone number is actually Arizona. Yep, I got family out there. They saying that they suffering. They out there shaking their head like, God dang, they baking out there. They out there frying out there, but it is what it is, man. But I don't understand why they still got up yellow though, because 100 degrees is not yellow, man. On the map, 100 degrees ain't yellow. 100 degrees is red, man. What they trying to? So that's what's scaring me, D to the baby, is that they got yellow on the map. I'm like, don't be showing no yellow, and then say severe weather, because severe weather is supposed to be like dark orange or red. It ain't supposed to be yellow. Yellow just mean warm. Like, okay, it's okay. It's gonna be hot a little bit. No. Anything when you get to 100, man, you start talking about hell. As far as degrees, that's hell temperatures. Yeah, don't give us hell temperatures and then tell us that everything's cool. Oh no, that's just regular temperature. Man, I'm not the man. I'm not the man behind the curtain. Is not. You're not tricking me. Not like that. Okay, Derek took something back. Yeah, Mike is the wrong one. That's right. Mike is the wrong one. Derek, but again, it was better than the Floyd fight. Oh, wow. Lamar's putting them things on him, huh? Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even check out. I didn't even look at the weigh-in. You know what happened is I actually, like I said, I even follow fighters, even on my IG. I follow fighters, but I don't never look at none of them. Well, I said never, but I make it a point not to look at certain people. Like, there's people that I mess with that I actually see. And that's kind of crazy because it's only like the guys that's on there, it's probably like maybe 2, 3 guys at the most that I actually see. Yeah, maybe more, maybe 4. But most of the people I actually see on there, or that actually see me and be hollering my eagle, they're all girls. And so once in a while I go look at their stuff, but they're a lot of, some of them kids, so some of the stuff they put on, they just care about their cuteness and stuff like that. But every once in a while I go by and I remark, I say, oh, look at you. Look at you all cuted up and stuff. I just go in there, and talk to them a little bit because, girls love that. You got to, you make them feel good because they're really in a bad place. This ain't the show for it, but girls are in a bad place because the whole structure for girls, and when you got these guys that's suffering from the BS, BA, BA, BAsisness, biatchness, biatchness. When you got them suffering, they on that girl level they self, man. When you got them suffering like that. Or when they pretend like they're suffering. But no, I ain't know nothing about him missing weight. Yep. Yeah. Everybody said, yeah, it was entertaining. Yeah, I was crying. It had me. I watched it. I think I watched it on 2 different channels. But the one channel I watched it on, it was somebody's private channel. But they had me. They were laughing. You could hear them laughing like while they was videoing. I don't know if they was doing it live or, I think they was doing it like they took a video of the television on one of the feeds that I was watching, and they was cracking up. They was just dying. They said, "Look at him." He said every time he touches him, he said because the guy was like 6 feet tall, and Lamar's like damn near 7 feet tall, and the guy was swinging up trying to hit him, and none of the shit was like hurting or nothing like that. And then every time Lamar was overusing that jab though, every time he got a chance, he was using that jab like He hit him with like 2 or 3 jabs in a row one time and put him down. I'm like, this dude, man, he's getting clobbered. Yeah, and I know a lot of people think that's gonna happen to Tank because of the height difference, but Tank, the advice for Tank, just keep doing what you're doing. Box, move, get inside the jab, try to keep the fight at your distance. That's the best thing you can do, is keep the fight at your distance. And this is not like a huge breakdown, but keep the fight at your distance, and we'll get it done. Okay, so that's the question though. For D to the Baby, how many are we gonna get some fights tomorrow or no? I'm the host, but I don't know. Are we getting fights tomorrow? Damn, what the hell's going on? Anybody there? Everybody out there, answer me, man. Are we even getting any fights? We getting fights tomorrow or what? Somebody let me know. And please do not tell me Chavez. And I think this might be bullshit too, though. Is this one true? Is Chavez Sr. really fighting Hector Camacho Jr.? For real? Or is that bullshit? It says exhibition. Now, that would be fun to look at. I mean, just that shit would be crazy. Okay, because we got Munguia fighting, right? Is that one still on? Huh? But that one's on DAZN. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. is actually independent pay-per-view, believe it or not. I don't know how we can get that, but I'm gonna check with my brother. I'm gonna check that my little sister, my brother gave me, see if I can find that one. I don't know. So the Charlo versus Montiel, we're gonna see. Maybe that'll end up being a good. Maybe that'll end up being a good fight, man. Especially if he's out. He had to go lose weight. If he missed weight, he had to go lose that weight and come back. So if he had to lose that weight, maybe he was, maybe he's more worried about it than what we thought. And we do got EnuJ coming up. So remember. So EnuJ's fighting. Okay, so let's do predictions for Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. versus Hector Camacho Jr. Jaime Munguia, who y'all got? Jamar Charlo, Montiel, who y'all got? EnuJ. Das Marinas, who y'all got? Those are the ones I'm concentrating on right now. 4 fights. Who y'all got? Next week we got Tank. We got to see that one. Yeah, we got to see that one. Yeah, that one we will probably preview that one. I'll probably do a breakdown next week on the wrap up. On the Friday wrap, I'll probably break that one down. As long as I got some time, during this week, this weekend or something, or during the week to come up with something. Well, hey, one thing, D to the Bay, the trolls didn't come through. Yes, they probably heard me right now. Okay. I'll say he got it down there. Don't play with D to the Bay. He said he got Munguia in 5. Yeah, it might be trolling this move. If he's missing weight, it's time you got to get your ass up there and fight the 168. You got to get your ass on up there. All these fighters can make the weight. Duran could have made 168. Get out of there. I mean, come on. Move your ass up. You tough. Lions only. See, that's the whole thing. See, with me, is when you say something, it's going to stick in my mind. So if you keep hitting me with the Lions only, that's what I'm believing. Okay, he's a Lion only, Derek. He's a Lion only. He's a Lion only. Lion only. Lion only. That's all I'm going to be saying is Lion only. So you can't never afford to get KTFO because we know a lot of these people, a lot of these fighters that stamp themselves, and I'm not saying the greatest. I'm not talking about Muhammad Ali and that like that. I'm not talking about somebody like him because he still will come and fight everybody. I'm the greatest. I'm going to fight everybody. But he didn't say no Lions only. Anytime you start stamping yourself like that, then you better show it. Because if we see anything that's contrary to that, that's your ass. We're going to talk about you, brother. We're going to talk about you. Yeah. We're going to start calling you kitten. Because lion is too easy to mess with. Yeah, because lion, you could turn lion into a kitten, or you could turn a lion into a different kind of lion. Yeah, you was lion only. That's right. You was only lion. And you know me, I come up with it quick, man, because I'm crazy like that. I've been doing this for a long time, man. I got work at this, Derek Bay. I got experience with the comeback. You know what I mean? Yeah, you grew up on the block. You guys come back with the comebacks. Everybody, I've done it on every coach. Just let me throw this out there, and I know that people will not like this, and some people will like it. They find it entertaining. Like UK, I'm not sure. But on the West Coast, and sometimes in the Midwest, and see what they do is they'll give you a label. Like if they gave you a label, it'll be like that's Midwest. Bitch ass, like that, bitch assness. Okay, that's Midwest. So West Coast would probably be close. Would probably be like the same thing. Another one, way back, old school for it, would be Rudy Poot or something like that, or Chicago Pooh Butt. Pooh Butt. That's out of Midwest. So Midwest and West Coast is kind of the same. So you go over to the East Coast. So East Coast, like if you're berating somebody and talking about them, you'll name like a body part twice, but you'll say it different. Like if somebody ain't shit, you might say something like, "Oh, butt ass," like butt ass. You put the butt with the ass. And so in the South, instead of butt ass, instead of butt, they're gonna use bitch. But we use that everywhere. So, but now it's starting to blend. So all of our berating and stuff, we get what everybody's saying. Bitch ass, bitch. All your bitch asses, bitch ass. That's what they call you. Now that's South. Now South, they won't use like, but up north, like in New York and stuff, it's like a double. whatever it is, whatever part it is. Like if you was like if they called you a punk ass fag ass punk, you know what I'm saying? They put it all together. Like they like butt ass is usually one of the favorites that'll get your ass knocked out. It's using something like butt ass or something like that. But now we kind of blend and we all try to grab what we all kind of grab stuff from each other. Okay, yeah, okay, Dogbo fight tomorrow. Yep, we're gonna check it out. Yep, y'all check out as many as you can, man. If y'all got any cousins and stuff, you know, just gonna let you watch it at the house. Give me the address, man. You know how to, care of Eagles Web. Y'all know how to find me, man. Y'all hook me up. There, D-Lo crying. Yeah, but that's how we call it, man. We call it the same way. But we all kind of blended together. That's why a lot of people say they can't get Eagle. But y'all get me. Y'all understand what I'm saying. Let me get too boisterous with an insult. I bet you get me then. I can't believe Eagle said that. Yeah, I bet you get me then. You might not get me now. Yeah. But it's all you know. It's all for fun, man. It's all for fun. Because usually we don't run into these people on a daily basis and actually interact with them and like actually conversate with them like at all times. I run into it but I run into like the small stuff. I run into like what they call Karens. So now I run into Karens a lot. And I don't know what to call the guys. Carl? Maybe Carl. So I run into Carl sometimes, but I run into a lot of Karens. And Karens, I don't cuss them out, but I just check them. You know, you got to put a check move on them. Because if you don't put a check move on them, they already crossed the line. I'm like, how did this... You're like, because you're thinking to yourself, how did this bitch get across the line already? And I ain't even said nothing. She already across the line. She ain't even said nothing to me, but she's already across the line. Let me see, Derek Bailey say fights on ESPN and Showtime. Yep. Sure enough, brother. Yeah, we got fights. Yeah, so fights are on ESPN and Showtime. The ones I gave you. So we got DAZN. We got Showtime. As a matter of fact, I gave you another one too. We got independent pay-per-view. We got DAZN. EnuJ is on ESPN. So I didn't give you guys. I gave you guys the whole thing last time, I think. But let's just look into it. Let's see if they have it on there. EnuJ, Spence Taylor, above and okay, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Boxing Scene don't want to put it up. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm on Boxing Scene, but of course all these fights have undercards. So there's a lot of fights. So even with the exhibition fight with Julio Cesar Chavez, there's probably gonna be probably 3 fights on there, 3-4 fights. Jaime Munguia versus Sergio Mata. Mata, I mean, that's going to be another fight. So we're looking at like this averages out. So 3, let's say, so 3, 6, 9, 12. Let's go up to 4. Let's do 4. So 4, at least 16 fights. So 16 fights or more that y'all got that's coming your way tomorrow. I don't know. I can't enjoy 16 of them. But hopefully I'll catch like a couple of them. I want to be able to catch at least a couple of them. I don't really care about that. But I got to go hit this sun and soon, man. I got to hit that damn sun, man. Woo. It's my turn. D to the baby. And y'all, it's my turn. Like I said, we all got to take a bite. And I know I didn't probably get to cover all the bitch assness today. But Derek Bailey told y'all the best thing. He told y'all what to do. Derek Bailey said, get your ass out there and fight. We don't want to hear those. We're boxing fans. We don't want to hear nothing about something that is not related to boxing. If you're not fighting, that's not related to boxing. That's on a whole other shit. That don't have nothing to do with us because we ain't on vacation with you. So if you're not fighting, you a vacationer, and we don't have no vacation apps, most of us. Yeah. I have some, but I don't have them like that. As far as like the apps and stuff for vacationing. Yeah, I got the Expedia, hotels.com. bookings. I got all of those. But we not talking about that. We talking about you fighters. We talking about y'all getting out there and fight, man. Anyway, y'all enjoy your weekend, man. Let me get out of here, man. We'll do this again. My shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me, man. This is Friday rap, man. That's right, man. Eagles Web told you, nothing but blessings. I'm going to catch y'all, man. That's right, brother. I don't think I refreshed. I didn't see him. I don't think the trolls came through. Okay. I'll catch you.